Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews and welcome back to another weekly entertainment news video. So, lots to discuss, lots of casting updates, lots of director talks here and a couple of trailers to talk about. So, let's get into it here. So firstly, I want to apologize that this video is coming out slightly later than the regular Friday-Saturday shift. A lot of videos have been delayed, some car troubles, throat sounding very messed up here. So a lot of videos have been slightly delayed. So apologize, it's coming out later in the week rather than the usual time slot here. But wanted to quickly go over a couple of things briefly here before we dive into the news stories here. The trailer, the big talking trailer for me, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem trailer got released last weekend, and I did a big video on the casting news and the trailer breakdown and all that kind of stuff. So link will be somewhere up here, so definitely go ahead, check that out, and also let me know your thoughts about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer in the comment section down below regarding that one here. Another trailer that also got released here was the Super Mario's final trailer before the movie comes out here. This trailer throwing out so much video game Easter eggs, having the Mario Kart, the different types of weapons that you can use there, just a lot of things thrown in there for this trailer, just getting you more and more hyped too. The animations just look so crisp once again in this movie. I think this is going to be one of the better video game movie adaptations. Like with The Last of Us, it's been described as one of the best series adaptations from a video game, and I think Mario, the Super Mario Brothers movie, is going to be one of the better video game movie adaptations too. Just a lot of things working so well in this trailer as well. I'm really pumped for this. I cannot wait to see what this movie's going to look like in April, just right around the corner. So let me know your thoughts, your opinion in the comment section down below regarding the final trailer here, your excitement level for this movie as well. And another trailer that I just want to quickly briefly touch on here is a new Apple TV movie trailer here starring Chris Evans and anadearmas, two from the Knives Out original movie here. This is called Ghosted, and basically the concept from the trailer here is showing that Chris Evans goes on this date with this girl. After the one day he's texting her, she's ghosted him, he goes and flies all the way to London from the US as a romantic gesture. I can definitely abide with, and that is a romantic gesture. I've done it before. So not from the US to London, but from London to Canada. That's a whole other story that we won't get into right now, but he's basically going into London, comes to find out that she's working for the CIA, goes basically on this whole kidnapping mission and all that kind of stuff here. It looks like a fun trailer, looks like a fun movie here. These two have great chemistry together, and you just get that little Knives Out vibes to them. Chris Evans, hilarious in this movie from what I'm looking at here. A great little fun trailer for me here. Something that I probably will check out here. It's got that Lost City type of vibes to it, but much better quality type of movie. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below regarding this one. If you will be checking it out, if you're interested in it, let me know your comments in the comment section down below here. But with the first news article we've got coming up here is we actually got some casting updates in terms of the BeetleJuice 2. And if you haven't heard, they are going to be doing a sequel to the BeetleJuice movie. A movie that is a classic. If you haven't seen it, want to highly recommend here. So with this reboot sequel movie for BeetleJuice 2 coming out here, there's been some casting updates here. So this is coming from the Variety. We've got Jennaortega, who is in Netflix's Wednesday, who was just recently in Scream 5, Scream 6. So we've got here Jennaortega is eyeing a role in Tim Burton's BeetleJuice 2, Variety has confirmed. And she is in talks to play the daughter of Lydia Dietz, who has been portrayed by Winona Ryder in the original movie. She was the daughter of, in the movie, in the BeetleJuice, who's the one that was speaking to Beetlejuice. So it looks like she's going to be having her own daughter played by Jennaortega, and this is going to mark her second time working with Burton, who was an executive producer on Wednesday, directing 4 episodes. Michael Keaton is also expected to reprise his role as Beetlejuice. Now, as I mentioned here, Beetlejuice, the original movie, was a very fantastic movie, a really heartwarming, great movie, one I highly recommend. Jennaortega has been killing it in the roles that she's doing. Again, I mentioned this in a previous weekly entertainment news video here. I've not seen Wednesday's Netflix show here. I've seen clips here and there of it, but doing a fantastic role in the Scream 5, Scream 6 movies. Last week's weekly entertainment news video, she's going to be working on a project with Barry Keoghan, also with The Weeknd in a project here, and also being involved in the Beetlejuice. So lots of good projects coming out for her. I think this is going to be a very great casting choice here and a very interesting premise when it comes to BeetleJuice 2, now that you've got Winona Ryder coming back, Michael Keaton coming back. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this movie. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below regarding that, your excitement level, your hype level for the movie, and also what you think about the casting choice too. Let me know down in the comment section below here. And speaking of Michael Keaton, we've got Batman, the next news story here. This is the only segue I can think of when it comes to Michael Keaton. But the next news story here we've got here is coming from the Direct. A lot of news outlet here is that in terms of the animated series, the Batman show, this was abandoned by HBO. The BatmanCapedcrusader has reportedly found a new home after HBO Max opted to abandon the series that's being worked on by 3 top creatives. So with DC going to be having the Matt Reeves Batman, the Batman 2 coming out here, we've got James Gunn's new Brave and the Bold movie that's also coming out here. They're not really working on this animated series called BatmanCapedcrusader. However, it is going to be picked up by Amazon Prime, and they are going to be working on the BatmanCapedcrusader animated series here. If you haven't seen any of the DC animated series, like the Batman animated series or any other DC animated series, they are one of the top animated shows that's out there right now, and I highly recommend the Batman 1-2. They are fantastically written, perfectly done episodes, and so the fact that HBO even decided to scrap the Cape Crusader was baffling to me here, but I'm glad it's not being abandoned. It's being picked up by Amazon Prime. They're going to be working on it here. I know for a fact there's going to be multiple seasons for this animated show. And what's brilliant too is that the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman director Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams will be serving as executive producers, while Bruce Timm is going to be taking the lead as a showrunner, as he did on the Batman animated series. So it's going to be in great hands when it comes to this animated series, and I genuinely cannot wait to see what they're going to do. My only frustration is that it's on Amazon Prime. Like, me personally, I've only got Netflix and Disney Plus. Amazon Prime has got a lot of like good, interesting shows and movies and documentaries on there, which if I have free trial for 30 days, I take advantage of it, but not one that I'm just going to sign up for every single month. So I might have to try and get the 30-day trial once again to be able to watch this, or find other means of like watching it, just because it's just so expensive, these streaming platforms here. But I'm generally really hyped for this. I know it's going to be so fantastic. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below regarding this, what your excitement level is, what your hype level is, also your feelings in terms of it being on Amazon Prime as a streaming service. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below here. And speaking of the DCU here, we've also got updates in terms of the Superman reboot movie. We have got confirmation that James Gunn will be the one directing it here, and he has so many projects and shows and movies and all that kind of stuff that he's working on here. He's going to be the front runner in terms of the Superman Legacy movie. This is coming from also the Direct here. As we're speaking in an interview with Comic Pop DC Comics writer Tom King, he talked about an interesting detail in the Superman Legacy movie. When asked what he can share about the DC Studios' creative commitment, King first admitted that it's tough to reveal certain details but he quickly explained the process of building the studio's creative force. The comic book writer also subtly revealed that James Gunn is a writer and director of Superman Legacy, and I quote here, "I mean, it's tough because there's stuff I can talk about and stuff I can't. It's totally a fair question. I mean, James Gunn is a super nerd and he's super creative, right? He's a writer and director of the Superman movie, and he's a sort of the creative force behind all of this. Him and Peter Safran, he's the creative force behind all of this, him and Peter Safran. And he reached out to a group of screenwriters and myself, fantastic, amazing, whose names he'd put out there to work on making these movies and TV shows as good as they can be." So basically just confirming that he's going to be directing it here. And for me, I'm not too overly worried. Like, I know there's a bit of hesitation with some fans in terms of him being directing it here, especially because of like the way he focuses on like unknown characters like the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, Guardians of the Galaxy, both movies and shows that are written to perfection. For me, when it comes to Peacemaker series, the Suicide Squad movie, even the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Volume 2 in terms of parts of it as well. So I think that the Superman movie is in safe hands. He's taken aspiration from all types of comic books and all types of writers from there. So I'm excited for this reboot here. I know that he has announced a lot of projects too, like he's written a whole series 2 that's being presented in the phase 1 of DC2. So just a lot of things that he's going to be working on, directly involved in too. So I'm genuinely excited to see it, and hopefully we do get more details, we do get more information regarding the new Superman movie and casting news and all that kind of stuff. But let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below regarding that, what you think about it, what you think about James Gunn being the director here, and your thoughts about the DC project moving forward too, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below here. So our next news story here is we've got a very interesting update in terms of the Daredevil Born Again series that's coming out on Disney Plus here. Some casting news, disappointing and exciting news at the same time here is, first of all, when it comes to Vanessa, we have got some recasting updates more likely here. So Vanessa, who is basically Wilson Fisk's girlfriend, fiance, she's going to be played by Sandrine Holt. I apologize if I'm going to mispronounce his name and the other names too here. So she's going to be taking over from Vanessa Fisk, who was played by Ayelta Zuro in the Netflix Daredevil series here. So kind of a bit of a disappointing update regarding that one here. I really liked Vanessa in the Netflix show, the portrayal that the actress played as her in the Netflix series. So I'm kind of disappointed that they're going to recast her, but she's going to be played by Sandra Holt, Wilson Fisk's fiance, wife, girlfriend. At that point, I'm not sure what they're going to be at that stage here, but it's going to be disappointing. Interesting to see how they're going to be talking about that too when it comes to like casting, because we've also got some disappointing news regarding Matt Murdock's friends too. So you've got Karen Page and Foggy Nelson, who are, they haven't announced that they're going to be recasted, but the two actors and actresses that have played them in the Netflix series are not going to be in the Daredevil Born Again reboot here. So once again, coming from the direct here, it says that although Cox and D'Onofrio have been confirmed to reprise their roles, the fate of Deborah Ann Wool's Karen Page and Eldon Henson's Foggy Nelson remains unclear after serving as leads on the Netflix show and key companions to Murdock. And according to the Hollywood Reporter here, it does confirm that Foggy Nelson and Karen Page will not be returning in the upcoming Daredevil Born Again series. As it was reported that they were absent for the roll call of Born Again following the start of production, it remains unclear at this time whether Marvel Studios will be recasting the pair or abandoning the characters altogether, which honestly is so disappointing to hear. I feel like these three together is what made the show so brilliant, and the writing with the three of them, the back and forth, the togetherness, the drama that would also be playing a role too, I just thought was gutting to hear that they're not going to be playing, or they're not going to be returning to the Netflix show here. Like, Foggy Nelson, his character portrayal was so brilliant, and I'm really hoping that they don't recast him. Like, if they're not going to bring them back right away, okay, maybe they'll bring them back eventually, hopefully towards the end of the series, or like they'll have some way to explain why they're not there right now. But I just really hope that they don't recast them, because these two, I think they played the characters to perfection, and just having them recast, especially now that you've got Vanessa being recasted too, is that it's going to take away from what it was in the Netflix show there. Like, I understand that it's not going to be completely a continuation of that storyline from Netflix's show, but to have the same characters, I feel like just will make it more special and elevated for people that do love that Netflix show here. But from disappointing news to a bit of an upbeat news when it comes to this show is we have got confirmation that John Berthel, Punisher, will be returning in the Daredevil Born Again series, and John Berthel played a fantastic Punisher. Like, the Punisher series 2 was brilliant, and I really loved like what they did with it here. And he confirmed on his Instagram that he will be returning, and again, fantastic news here. Like, when he was in Daredevil show in season 2, he was brilliant. I really loved Daredevil and the Punisher together, even like against one another too, and just that epic court scene too of like John Berthel in the court scene, Frank Castle on trial as well, I thought was fantastically written.
I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again.
And just overall, the arching storyline in the Punisher season 1 and season 2 was brilliant as well. So I think that disappointing news with Karen and Foggy Nelson not appearing, but a lot of brilliant news here with Daredevil, Kingpin, Punisher coming back. You have got that Netflix feel to it here. Just glad that they're bringing him back. Rumors also speculating about Jessica Jones also appearing in the Daredevil show. Bear in mind too, this is an 18 episode show, so you've got lots of like leeway with cameo appearances and storylines that you could be building on here. So there's going to be tons of information, tons of stuff to get through that they're going to be diving into. Rumors about Echo also going to be appearing as well in the show as well. So a lot of things to like enjoy and look forward to, despite some casting disappointment news regarding Daredevil. So that's something to look forward to, I guess, here. But let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below regarding that. Are you excited for the Punisher? What are your thoughts about Karen Page and Foggy Nelson not coming back here and potentially being recast? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below here. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. I do this every single week. Every entertainment news video is here coming out here, so hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on that. Again, sorry this is going to be a short of weekly entertainment news video here, and that is going to be slightly delayed in coming out, but tons of content is going to be coming out your way here. I've done a playlist of all the Scream movies reviews here, a lot of in-depth reviews, so that's going to be somewhere on the channel page too here. Also keep an eye out on Ted Lasso in-depth review of season 1, season 2, as season 3 is rolling around the corner next week. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening. This is YK Reviews. Peace.